Alright, so far so good. Okay, we have our balls, we have our pedal. Alright, the game seems to be running. Alright, there are collision and it's bouncing. But let's add a little bit of challenge. Alright, because this game doesn't seem to be quite challenging as yet. So what I like to do next is I would like to add another sprite. Alright, to add another sprite, click this little button down here in the sprite. Okay, so this is where you can actually keep on adding your sprite, and you can see you can paint, you can write surprise or upload a sprite, but in this case I will choose to do a paint. Right, and I will have a sprite. Okay, so you can see one more section over here. Okay, let's create something. Let's say I'm gonna do a long little rectangle. You can fill it with any color you want. Basically, you can play around with the color, your brightness, right, saturation. Okay, okay, let me create something that is okay. Maybe this color looks nice. And do you want any outline? Okay, maybe you don't want any outline. You can just click on this slash over here which says no outline. All right, and let me just do one long rectangle at the bottom. Okay, something like this. All right, and it appears actually on your background, and I need to give this sprite a name. This is where I give it a name over here. Let's call this endgame. All right, ENDGAME. Okay, now we are ready. Okay, so we can go back to our backdrop. All right, and of course we can drop our sprite onto our backdrop. Okay, let's arrange it a little bit down here. All right, so now we have this red color bar which is actually supposed to end our game. So what do we do next? It doesn't do anything at this moment, see? So if it doesn't end. You see, it doesn't end. All right, let me just stop this. Okay, select the ball. All right, I'm gonna add another script to this. All right, and this script will just continue running. So okay, I put it over here. Okay, so when it clicks, and of course I want this script to run forever. Here it is, the forever. Okay, so whenever it start running, it will actually run forever, which is actually a checking. And I need another if. Right, remember our if control, right here, and snap it right in the middle. Alright, and I will need to have this ball whenever this ball actually touch the end game. Alright, so if the sensing, okay, if the ball actually touch the end game. Alright, let me just shift it a bit over here so I can see it better. Alright, so if touching the end game, so what do I want? Alright, I want it to stop, which is supposed to be at my control. Let me look at my control. Stop all. Okay, let's see. Stop all. So hopefully, alright, whenever this ball of mine actually touch this red color bar, which is called end game, so if touching the end game, then it should stop. Alright, let's test. Okay, so it's bouncing, not a problem, and okay, it stops because the ball has already touched the end game. Right, so I have something like a game over type of environment, which makes it a little bit more challenging because now I don't have to just worry about the ball bouncing around, but I also have to worry about keeping the ball up, all right, away from this end game.